longevity lifestyle designers. This is Zach here, secrets of longevity.com, and I'm going to do a video recommending other YouTube channels just to throw out some recommendations and support for some of my friends on here. In no particular order, I'm going to talk about these, just whatever comes to my mind first, and also definitely some of them are not in the realm of health per se, but I find them either to be a funny channel to watch or some other type of information that I think is valuable. And these are just the ones I watch most of the time when I see that they put up something new. There's definitely a lot more that I'm subscribed to. You can always just go to my channel and look at what I'm subscribed to if you want to see that. But I don't watch every subscription that pops up that regularly. But these are some of my favorites. So I'll start off with probably the channel I'm most excited by when I see something come up, and this person also recommends my channel a lot, and I'd love to give a shout out to it. It's LIVERAWKSTAR. People know him by that username. His name's Keith, and of course also with all the channels that I talk about here, I'll put up a link here which you can click to get to the video, their channel, or a specific video on their channel I like, and then just go to their channel from there if you want to check out their other videos. And specifically with Keith's channel, he talks a lot about everything from, he calls it sort of video blog, Beyond Raw Food, and he talks about everything from supplementation to herbs to Chinese medicine to aspects of raw food and sort of like a low sugar raw food diet, also the body ecology diet and probiotics and the benefits that those offer to the body. And yeah, he's got a lot of cool insights. He talks a lot about his art and some other sort of more esoteric topics as well, which I really enjoy watching. Also, if you click any of these links, it's going to take you to that video, and then you can always come back to this video to watch it to get the rest of what I'm talking about. Another great channel is MARKSDAILYAPPLE. Videos aren't posted that often, but if you subscribe to them, you'll see them once in a while. Sometimes there are great recipes posted if you're interested in that sort of primal diet type way of eating. There's also a lot of great exercise tips, very body weight and very easy to do without a gym type of exercises, which I'm always a fan of. His blog, MARKSDAILYAPPLE.com, is a really great resource of daily blogs that are posted there, sometimes by guest bloggers, sometimes testimonials, but a lot of great information also archived on that site. One of my favorite sites to visit and read, just see what's up and just check out some of the stuff that's posted. Another great channel I have to mention is, of course, Brandon Damon's channel, HerbGardener00, and he taught, I think we both started our YouTube channels roughly around the same time. Maybe he was posting a little bit before that under a different username, and I think he started a new one, or maybe he deleted his videos and started again, I can't remember, but I just remember seeing his stuff up at the same time I was starting to get started with it. And he talks a lot about the herbs that he sells on his site, HyperionHerbs.com, and he talks about the drinks that he makes with them. He talks about some more esoteric things as well, sort of his philosophy behind things, how to be more successful in what you're doing, whatever it may be, and just everything that sort of encompasses the personal development framework. And it's always an interesting thing to see what he's got going on. Two other great channels, and this is more exercise based. I've seen here and there a few recipes on their channels. One is KALOSTHENOS, and it's a bodyweight exercise based channel, giving demonstrations of his workouts, and this guy is really fit, very strong in terms of especially upper body, doing a lot of the bar work, whether it's muscle ups, chin ups, weighted chin ups, and all the other things he does. It's just quite acrobatic. It's fun to just watch. It's got great soundtracks that go along with his videos. And also his friend, Excalibur Factor. I forget the username off the top of my head, but I'll post it here and you can check out the channel as well. Subscribe to them. Subscribe to anyone you like that I'm posting here, of course, and show them support. And Excalibur also does a lot of bodyweight exercises. Slightly different style, but they work out together sometimes. They both have products out that are you can check out if you're interested in that. I love his push-ups. He's a real push-up master. So I'll post one of his videos here if you want to check out what he can do and sort of learn from his devotion to using calisthenics and specifically bodyweight exercises for fitness. Another great channel I enjoy watching is Nate's channel, which is MAHANOMI, and here's a great video of his that I like. He's got very good cinematography things going on, very artistic and creative. He talks about his music at times. He often has his own music as the soundtrack in some of his videos. Sometimes, I mean, he has a very diverse amount of things that he posts up, and he doesn't like to be focused on one thing, specifically health, but he is sort of, I guess, well known for talking about raw food and superfoods and being a part of that community, but he definitely goes beyond that as well, and it's always great to see what he's up to. Definitely also have to mention the lovely Heidi Ann Crocini's channel, my partner in crime, you could say. SensualDanceArt, well, youtube.com/SensualDanceArt is her channel, and you may have seen her in a few videos on this channel. I think she's in 2. She was in the Charlie Sheen video there, and you also can find a great video of hers right here, and she does a lot of great dance work, burlesque influenced, and very conscious and very sort of female empowerment oriented. She teaches classes here in Guelph. If you happen to live in the area, you could always either send me a message or send her a message to learn about those, and you could sign up and come to them if you want to check them out. Another really cool channel which I like to just see what's going on with whenever they post something. They post maybe sometimes once a month, sometimes they'll go longer than that, sometimes it'll be a couple times in a month they'll post stuff up, but THEGOMPA, which is the Tibetan word for place of training, and I studied Julong Bagwadzong, which stands for, which translates as 9 Dragon Bagwadzong, for 2 years, and it's a martial art out of China. Complicated history I can get into, but it's very effective art for real life combat. Specifically, it was used by bodyguards, and different styles of Bagua are used in China, even to this day, by the police and other law enforcement type people who need the most effective hand-to-hand combat, which isn't going to get you caught up in, you know, like jiu-jitsu where you're stuck on the ground fighting someone, trying to get them in an armbar when their friend could be kicking you in the head. So, from my experience, 9 Dragon Bagwadzong is the most effective real-life martial art in terms of being applicable on the street. And all these like MMA and other martial arts, which tend to be great one-on-one, are not that effective when you're facing a group. And if you are looking for self-defense as well as health benefits of a martial art, you're going to want one that allows you to be able to get out of a situation where there's multiple oncoming attackers. And 9 Dragon Bagwadzong is a great one. Not too familiar with the other styles of Bagua, but they might be good at that as well. So, although I don't study this art anymore on a regular basis, if I were to ever go back to martial arts, it would definitely be this one. So check out some of the videos on the page. They're really cool to see just how effective this martial art is. And yeah, you can check out one of my favorite videos here. Most of the videos show our Sifu John Painter doing some sort of demonstration of a skill or technique with an incoming attacker. So that just shows you how what the style looks like and how effective it could be, should that interest you as a martial art you want to study. Hey, we'll get back to the main topic of this video in just one moment. I wanted to let you know, however, that if you're really enjoying this video, or perhaps you're a regular subscriber, and you'd like to see me continue making regular postings on this channel, Secrets of Longevity, or perhaps even increase the frequency of these postings, of these well-researched videos, and even the articles on my site, I would really appreciate any contribution you're able to make to support me through any of the affiliate links listed below. There's a menu bar that you simply click and it pops down. If you're watching this on another platform other than YouTube, you can double-click this video and it'll take you to YouTube, where you can then click this bar that will pop down to give you these links. So like I mentioned, there's affiliate links. These are all companies I highly recommend and purchase for myself, and I get a percentage of anything that you purchase through these links, and that obviously would support me. And then there's also a link to a donation page on my site where you can make a PayPal donation, and you can also set up a phone consultation if that's something you're interested in doing. So with that, we're going to get back to the video, and thank you for any support you're able to give to me. Another great channel is ADKPINECONE. I enjoy seeing his various videos that he posts about a wide variety of topics, often relating to animal foods and their benefits. He has done series in the past on how to do various things that will help prevent excessive hair loss. I think that's something he was facing, but he's had quite a bit of success slowing down, and I think to a certain extent he's reversed it a little bit. I'm not totally up to date on his progress with that. Maybe he'll come out with another video soon on that. And he's got a lot of good things to say. Definitely pro raw foods as well and superfoods, and very knowledgeable on a variety of topics relating to that. So he's got some good things to say, and I think he deserves a little more attention for the good content he puts out there. Another great channel by a longtime teacher of mine. I've seen him do one workshop in person over a weekend down in, I think, Ohio, and he has a lot of good insights on a variety of esoteric topics, energy work, kundalini, astral projection. He's very well known for his books on astral projection. I've talked about him in past videos. Is Robert Bruce's channel, which is REALASTRALBOB, and here's a great video of his right here if you want to check it out. And if you're interested in that side of spirituality, you could say, and health, which is the more emotional, energetic side of things, which has a massive impact on our physical health, definitely check out his work. His website is astraldynamics.com, and yeah, he's a pretty interesting character. Hilarious channel I really love watching. I think I've watched all the videos at this point, but he puts out something once in a while, or sometimes he'll put up a bunch of videos out all at once. Is Gavin McInnes's channel, which is the Gavin 2000, and he is a comedian. I'm not exactly sure of the other things he does. I believe he might be on TV or something, but he's just does various street comedy, whether it's interacting with the public or doing something ridiculous like this one. This was hilarious. It's pretty crude and dry humor, which is my favorite type of humor. People that know me might say I'm a little bit like that, nowhere near to the degree that Gavin is, but he did this video on how to piss in public if you're a guy, and it's, yeah, just check it out, it's pretty funny. Another great channel if you enjoy information on alternative viewpoints on world politics and I guess they call it geopolitics, and just what's going on in the world and sort of the history of occult secret societies and things like that. A lot of people call this stuff conspiracy theory. I think that's definitely got a negative connotation to it, which is used as a way of whitewashing and avoiding addressing those topics, which is pretty close-minded in my opinion. But this channel has a lot of great interviews. It's called REDICERADIO. If you haven't checked it out, they have 1 hour interviews up, and also another hour that you have to subscribe to on their site if you want to listen to the full 2-hour interview with any of the speakers. But there's people like Jordan Maxwell, Richard Hoagland, and many other authors who are sort of in that alternative realm of what exactly is going on in the world with a lot of the more shady aspects of the people in power, basically, and sort of where we're headed in terms of possible future for humanity. Another great channel which I watch pretty much every video that goes up is AliS1551, and that's Alexandra Schuler's channel, which is Daniel Vitalis' partner, and since they're living together now, they're posting just various recipes and things they do at their house and perhaps even abroad. And yeah, I like all of Daniel Vitalis' work pretty much, so check it out if that interests you. Another great channel is MANWOMANMYTH, which is sort of a men's rights activist type channel. And this guy just posts these really, a lot of work and editing and go into his videos. And he'll put up a series, or sometimes it's one video, but it's usually a series of 2, 3, 4, 5 videos, however long it takes to cover the topic of a sort of a gender issue. And he sort of gives a different perspective that not many people think about, and it really shows that there's actually a lot of bias towards men on a lot of these issues, and it's sort of a counter-feminism type of channel, and definitely something I'm quite interested in. And I definitely don't agree with every single point made on every single video, but there's a lot of good stuff on that channel if you want to check that out. Of course, I also love CHEFFRANKYG's channel. You can check it out right here. And he's a fantastic chef, a lot of really unique and looks pretty darn tasty ideas. How to prepare sort of traditional type foods from sort of like a nourishing traditions type place, but also really incorporates a lot of the superfoods and raw food recipes and ideas into making this whole sort of perspective on things that I quite resonate with. And now that I am eating more flesh foods, I hope to emulate to some degree in the near future. Also, I really love Jaya's channel. I've interviewed her recently. Some of you may remember that interview from just 4 or 5 videos ago, and it's New World Sex Education, and she's got a lot of great information on there. She hasn't uploaded videos lately. I think the last one was like 6 months ago, but I'm sure she'll start again at some point. And she's got a lot of great archived videos. And finally, I'm going to talk about a channel that I've learned a lot from. A lot of good insights if you're involved in any sort of esoteric practice, sort of from a Western magical tradition. I'm a big fan of Franz Barden's work, who is I guess you could call him an occultist or a magician. There's a lot of words that could describe him from the early 1900s. I guess he was around till the 50s. He died when being persecuted by the Russian sort of communists when that whole shift was taking place. He had also at the time being in a concentration camp in Germany for sort of defying Hitler, in the sense of Hitler wanting his help in influencing the outcome of the war with his abilities. But I follow his work. I've got all through a number of his books. The best book, definitely by far, that anyone can start with is Initiation into Hermetics. It's a series of meditations and sort of mental and physical practices that alter and change your body over time to be able to handle the higher practices that come in the later books. And I guess the word is hermetics. He was a hermeticist. Very unique knowledge. I haven't seen anything quite on par with it in terms of what it can develop in oneself and where it leads to. And so the channel 11 Faustia 11 talks about some of Franz Barden's work, incorporates some other ideas, and gives some insights on where this path leads to. And there's a lot of unique information on there that I know some of you will be drawn to, so check it out if that's up your alley. So with that said, definitely check out any links I talked about below, and with that I'm going to say take care and embrace life without limits.